Good morning. I have come with the last module for salary computation 6.11. 6.1 to 6.10, I have explained all the concepts of salary computation. The introduction to salary, provident fund, gratuity, pension, leave encashment, allowances, HRA computation, perquisites, RFA and CRA, and deductions under section 16 from gross salary. Now this module 6.11 I have divided into four sub-modules. Each module will have full four salary computation problems. So when you will do this, you will be thorough with this chapter and you will not find any difficulty in writing the examination or in learning the adjustments. So this is the idea of presenting these modules. First module I have named as 6.11a. Second module 6.11b. Third is 6.11c and fourth is 6.11d. So with that we will complete the salary computation and then we will move to the next head of income, that is income from house property. So this module 6.11a, I have included four full problems that I am going to explain now. So I am expecting your full concentration because all the adjustments, each problem will have different adjustments. So listen carefully and I am going to explain that thoroughly. So this you should not get confused. So that it will be a thorough exercise if you listen properly and you will not make any mistake. So wishing you all the best. Now we will go to the module. So the first problem, I told you there are four problems. First problem, Mr. X is working in a private airlines. So he's a private sector employee. Place of work is Chennai. So that meaning if it's RFA valuation or HRA valuation, place of work is important. So population about 25 lakhs. So that means it will be RFA computation will be there in the question. So if it's population about 25 lakhs, you know that we have three rates. One is 15% of salary, 10% of salary and 7.5%. So this is 15% of salary. So his monthly salary is rupees 80,000 per month and he is getting rupees 16,000 per month as dearness allowance. It is not included for retirement benefits. Now he has received rupees 80,000 as bonus and rupees 24,000 as educational allowance for his two children. Educational allowance, I told you the exemption is 100 per child for two children, own child. So 12 months you will get 100 rupees per child for two children, that should be own children. That meaning adopted child, stepchild and all, they will not get any exemption. He is also provided with a flight allowance. So he is working in private airline. So running allowance we have learned in allowances. What is the exemption? 70% of such allowance or rupees 10,000 per month, whichever is less. So flight allowance of 4,000 per month he is getting to meet his personal expenses while on duty. He is also provided with a rent-free unfurnished accommodation. So 10% cost of furnishing we are not adding, with a fair rental value of rupees 2,40,000 per annum. Compute the taxable salary of Mr. X for the assessment year 2021. So we will see the calculation. Now, so solution. Table showing the computation of RFA unfurnished. It's unfurnished. So salary 80,000 into 12 months, 9,60,000 you will get. Dearness allowance we will not take because it is not entering into retirement benefits. Bonus value 80,000. Education allowance, he is getting 24,000. I told you the exemption is for two own children, 100 rupees per month for 12 months. So 24,000 minus 21,600. 21,000 minus 2,400. This value will be 2,400. So 24,000 minus 2,400. 21,600 is the exemption limit, is the taxable education allowance. Now flight allowance, actual allowance is 4,000 per month he is getting, 48,000. Now running allowance, it's there in the allowance. I told you this is important for 2 marks and we will get problems also based on that. So running allowance 70 by 100, 70% of 48,000 or 10,000 per month, whichever is less. So automatically 33,600 is the exempted amount. So taxable running allowance is 48,000 minus 33,600. That is 14,400. So salary for RFA is A plus C. B is not there because dearness allowance is not there. A plus C plus D plus E plus F. Total value is 11,09,600. When I explained RFA, I told you RFA should be the last calculation when you're doing salary computation. So here also I did the same thing. I left this slide blank. Then I started computing. Next slide I started computing gross salary and taxable salary for the person, the employee. So this slide I calculated last because all the values which we are using for computation of salary, gross salary, we need for RFA. So RFA usually we will do it as the last computation. So you remember that this is for explanation. I have included this as the first slide. If you have RFA in the computation, always RFA should be the last item to be computed. So this value of RFA 15% because population is about 25 lakhs. So 11 lakh 9,600 into 15 by 100, 1 lakh 66,440. It is unfurnished, so we are not adding the cost of furnishing. So population of city is about 25%. So RFA is 15% of salary. You remember the table, how we learned that. Now, table showing the computation of gross salary. Basic salary, we got 9,60,000, 80,000 into 12. DA, here we will take. It's for RFA, why we are not taking? Because it's not entering into retirement benefits. So, 16,000 into 12, 1,92,000. Bonus is 80,000. Education allowance, we have calculated 24,000 minus 2,400. It is 21,600. Flight allowance also we calculated. Actual minus 70% of actual value or 10,000 per month, whichever is less. So 14,400. RFA value we calculated in the previous slide. 1,66,440. Now gross salary is 14,34,440. Less standard deduction 50,000. So taxable salary is 13,84,440. Standard deduction you have to remember, it will not be there in the question. You have to remember 50,000 is the standard deduction from gross salary for this assessment year. Entertainment allowance is not there. Professional tax paid by the employer is not there. So these only the standard deduction we are deducting. So the next problem, Mr. R, a private sector employee, is working in Mumbai. So Mumbai RFA computation and population of the city is given. Don't make mistake between HRA and RFA. So this rent-free accommodation and house rent allowance is, these are totally different concepts. So this is for RFA computation. From the following information, compute his taxable salary for the assessment year 2021. So consolidated salary they are giving 1,68,000. All the allowances, everything included. Now furnished RFA. Previous problem was unfurnished. Furnished meaning we have to include 10% of cost of furnishing, on which company pays an annual rent of 15,000. Annual rent. So annual rent meaning it's not owned by the company. Company has taken it on rent. So that meaning RFA computation will be the third column. I told you 15% of salary or actual rent paid by the employer, whichever is less. So that is the computation. Population of the city is given just to confuse the students. So 15% of salary or rent paid by the employer, whichever is less, because house is not owned by the company or the employer. Only when the house is owned by the employer, based on the population, we will take either 15%, 10% or 7.5%. So employer has provided him with a refrigerator by paying a rent of rupees 180 per month. I told you refrigerator hiring charges. Any item if they are taking on hire, we have to add along with the cost of furnishing. Now R is also provided with a car with a cubic capacity not exceeding 1.6 liter without a driver by the employer for both personal and official purposes. Please remember when car is provided, two rates. When they are using for personal and official purposes, 1,800 if its cubic capacity is less than 1.6. If it's more than 1.6, it's 2,400. Driver value is 900 per month. Now Mr. R and his employer is contributing 10% of salary towards RPF. This will not have any reference in the computation because if employer is contributing more than 12% of salary, then only we will include in the computation of salary income. This is 10%, it's allowed, it's exempted. Compute the taxable salary of Mr. R. Now, table showing the computation of RFA. So, this is for explanation. I am using this first slide as RFA computation. Please remember that when you are doing RFA should be your last value to be computed because all the values which you are using in the gross salary statement are needed here. So, consolidated salary 1,68,000. Now, second point, I already told you house is not owned by the employer. So, the value of RFA is 15% of salary or rent paid by the employer, whichever is less. So, 15,000 is the rent paid by the employer or 15 by 100 into 1,68,000. So, no other amenities. So, 1,68,000, 25,200 or 15,000, whichever is less. So, WEL meaning whichever is less. So, value of RFA is 15,000. Comparison is between 15,000 and 25,200. So, 15,000 is the value of RFA. Now, cost of furnishing, we have to add 10,000 furniture value. So, 10,000 into 10 by 100, 1,000. Higher charges of refrigerator, 180 into 12, 2,160. So, value of taxable RFA is 15,000 plus 1,000 plus 2,160. 18,160. Now, table showing the computation of taxable salary for the assessment year 2021. Consolidated salary 1,68,000. RFA already calculated 18,160. Car, I told you, it is not exceeding 1.6 liter cubic capacity. So, 1,800 into 12, 21,600. RPF, we are not including because it is not exceeding 12% of salary. Employer's contribution is only 10%. If it is exceeding 12%, we will include here. So, gross salary here is adding A plus B plus C. 2,07,760. Now, standard deduction, you have to remember that it will not be there in the question. It is 50,000 flat for this assessment year. Flat rate of 50,000. You have to remember that. So, taxable salary is 2,07,760 minus 50,000. So, that is 1,57,760. Now, problem number 3. Mr. K is working in Bangalore. Compute his taxable salary for the assessment year 2021 from the following particulars. Place of work is important for RFA or HRA computation. Now, basic pay 27,500. DP, dearness pay 7,500. It is entering into retirement benefits. Whereas DA also 7,500. It is not entering into retirement benefits. Now, running allowance 16,500 per month. Last problem also we have worked out. Exemption is 70% of the actual value or 10,000 per month, whichever is less. Now, 200 per child for 2 children as education allowance. Own children only they will get. Value is 100 per month for 2 children. Last problem also we have worked out this. One of his son is staying in hostel and he is spending 800 per month. Employer is giving him 500 per month for his son as hostel allowance. Hostel allowance, own child, 2 children he can claim, it's 300 per month. They are eligible to ask for education allowance and hostel allowance. So both he can claim here. Now city compensatory allowance 750 per month. Now 400 per month as uniform allowance, but he had spent the entire amount for uniform. That meaning uniform will not be taxed. Uniform allowance, you remember when I explained, I told you if they are spending the entire amount, it will not be taxable. If any amount is not spent, that will be taxable. In the gross deduction, that when I explained entertainment allowance also, I have used uniform allowance. If the amount is actually spent, there will not be any tax. Now 5,500 as HRA per month. So here it is not RFA computation, house rent allowance. Now Mr. K is paying a rent of 7,500 per month for the house he is taken on rent at his workplace, that is Bangalore. Mr. K and his employer is paying 10% of salary towards RPF. So RPF will not come in our calculation because employer's contribution is not exceeding 12%. Now solution. So first I am taking HRA computation because when I will explain, HRA you can do it as the first computation, whereas RFA should be the last computation when you are doing. because all the taxable allowances will come for RFA computation. Now actual HRA received 5,500 into 12, 66,000. Salary for HRA is basic salary plus dearness pay because it's entering into retirement benefits. Now 3,300, 3,30,000 plus 90,000, you're getting 4,20,000. Now let's exempt list of the following. HRA section I told you 1013A. You have to remember the section. Actual HRA received is 66,000. 40% of salary because he's not, if it's metro city, it's 50% of salary. Bangalore is not metro, so it is 40% of salary. 1 lakh 40 by 100 into 4 lakh 20,000 is 1 lakh 68,000. Now excess of rent paid by employee about 10% of salary. It is given in the question, employee is paying 7,500 as rent. So 7,500 into 12, 90,000. 10% of salary. Salary we have already calculated as 4,20,000. 10% is 42,000. So 90,000 minus 42,000 is 48,000. So from the three values A, B, C, 66,000, 1,68,000 or 48,000. Least value is 48,000. So exempted HRA is 48,000. Now what is taxable HRA? So taxable HRA is equal to 66,000 minus 48,000. So this is the 18,000. So the last line is not exempted HRA, it is taxable HRA. 18,000 will be taxable. No, next table is table showing the computation of taxable salary of Mr. K for the assessment year 2021. So basic pay 27,500 into 12, 3,30,000. Dearness pay 7,500 into 12, 90,000. Dearness allowance 7,500 into 12, 90,000. All taxable things we have to take for gross salary. DA is not included for HRA computation. The reason is it is not entering into retirement benefits. Now running allowance I already explained. So 16,500 is the actual value. 70% of that value 11,550 or 10,000 per month, whichever is less will be the exempted amount. So 11,550 is the exempted amount. Taxable running allowance 16,500 minus 11,550, 4,950 will be taxable. Now education allowance I told you for two children, own children 200 into 12, 4,800. Less X. So education allowance he is getting 200 per month for two children, 4,800. Exemption is two children, own children into 100. That means here it is 2 meaning 2 children, 200 into 12, 2,400. So taxable education allowance is 4,800 minus 2,400. It is 2,400. Now hostel allowance actually he is getting 500. So 500 into 12 is 6,000. Exemption is for own child only. Two children he will get the exemption. It's 300 per month into 12 into 1, 3,600. So taxable hostel allowance is 6,000 minus 3,600, 2,400. Now city compensatory allowance 750 into 12, it's 9,000. Uniform allowance again we are repeating, if it is fully spent it is not taxable. 4,800 he got, 4,800 he had spent. So taxable HRA uniform allowance is nil. HRA we already calculated 18,000. So gross salary, take the total of all these values A to I. Now gross salary we will get 5,46,750 less standard deduction 50,000. It will not be there in the question. We have to remember that you have to reduce standard deduction. For this assessment year it is 50,000. So taxable salary is 5,46,750 minus 50,000. That is 4,96,750. So the last problem for this module is Mr. K is working in Dharwad and provides the following information. Compute his taxable salary. So pay is 12,500 per month. Dearness allowance 4,000 per month. Rupees 2,000 is entering into retirement benefits. So half is entering into retirement benefits. Advance salary 16,400. Salary in lieu of leave 12,500. Lunch allowance 2,000 per month. Bonus rupees 15,000. Employers and employees contribution to RPF 15%. So it will be taxable. More than 12% will be taxable. So 3% here in this case will be taxable. Arrears of DA taxable 4,000. Conveyance allowance rupees 24,000 and he had spent 18,000 for conveyance. So whatever is not spent will be taxable. HRA 20% of salary, but he has paid a rent of 2,500 per month. Now, entertainment allowance, you know that deduction from gross salary. So he is a private sector employee, so he will not get deduction under section 16. Only one place we will adjust, that will be for the gross salary computation. So entertainment allowance is 500 per month. Compute his taxable salary. Now first thing, HRA computation I am taking. Actual HRA received is 20% of the salary, 1,74,000. Now how you are getting 1,74,000? Salary for HRA computation is, salary for HRA is basic pay plus, it's not the lunch allowance, it's the 2000 into 12. 2000 into 12, that is the DA. DA 2000 is entering. It's not the lunch allowance. Please make the note 2000. 2000 into 12. It's not the lunch allowance. Please remember, it's the dearness allowance 2000 which is entering into retirement benefits. DA value is actually 4000, but only 2000 is entering into retirement benefits. So actual HRA 34,800. Less exempt least of the following. Actual HRA is 34,800. 40% of salary because he is working in Dharwad. If he is working in Metro, it will be 50% of salary. So 40 by 100 into 1,74,000. So that is 69,600. Rent paid minus 10% of salary. That is 2,500 into 12. That is 30,000 minus 10% of salary, 17,400. It is 12,600. So 1,74,000 into 10 by 100 is equal to 17,400. Exempted HRA is equal to 12,600. Least value. So 34,800, 69,600 or 12,600. So it is 17,400. No, sorry, exempted HRA is 12,600. Now, you have to remember taxable HRA, actual HRA minus exempted HRA. 34,800 minus 12,600. It's 22,200. So salary for HRA, please remember, it's not lunch allowance, basic allowance plus DA actually 4,000 is there. So in that 2,000 is entering into retirement benefits. So this is a mistake. It's DA 2,000. 2,000 into 12. So that is how you are getting 24,000. Now, computation of taxable salary of Mr. K for the assessment year 2021. Now, basic salary 12,500 into 12, 1,50,000. DA 4,000. In this, 50% is entering into retirement benefits. So, it is 48,000. 24,000 will go for HRA salary computation. Advance salary 16,400. Leave salary taxable while in service. Any encash leave, if you have encash leave, you are encashing while in service, it will be fully taxable for government and private sector employees. Now lunch allowance fully taxable, 2,000 into 12, 24,000. Remember, lunch provided. See, for example, if it's a training program, if you are getting a free lunch, it will be exempted. It is part of the training program, but lunch allowance is fully taxable. Now bonus 15,000 taxable. Conveyance allowance actual minus whatever amount spent. So 24,000 he received, 18,000 only he had spent. So 6,000 will be taxable. Arrears of DA taxable 4,000. Continuing, HRA we have already calculated 22,200. Now entertainment allowance. He is working in private sector. So we are writing only for the gross salary. It will not come as a deduction from standard deduction under section 16 because only if the government employees are eligible for deduction for entertainment allowance. So here it's only one adjustment. 500 into 12 is 6,000. Now employers contribution to RPF in excess of 12% of salary. So here also salary meaning salary plus whatever DA component. DA total DA is 48,000. 24,000 is included for retirement benefits. So 1,74,000. So 15% they have contributed. That is 26,100. Exemption is only 12%. 20,880. So 5,220 will be taxable. Now gross salary is 3,09,320. less standard deduction. You have to remember standard deduction will not be there in the question. You have to remember and write 50,000. Now entertainment allowance, since he is a private sector employee, he is not eligible for deduction under section 16. Only for gross salary we will include that. So taxable salary is 3,09,320 minus 50,000. 2,59,320. Now I have explained one module where I will explain the full computation of salary problem. I told you module 6.11, I have included four problems, four full length problems for each module. Module A, Module B, Module C and Module D. Module A I have explained, and I have explained different adjustments. So salary computation, if you do these problems thoroughly, you are going to get good marks. Please remember that these adjustments are important. What all adjustments are repeated? RFA, HRA, running allowance, lunch allowance, car, driver, all this you have to remember, and you have to use that properly. You have to use that. Your theoretical concept should be clear, and these problems again and again you have to do. Then you will remember and then you will learn. The concepts are clear, meaning you cannot make mistakes. And I told you this is a scoring paper, so work hard and try to get full marks. So this is the message I want to give you, and please give me your feedbacks. So that will make me a better teacher, and I can also get the benefit by benefiting more students. So make use of this opportunity and share it with your friends in other colleges if they are not aware of this opportunity, because this lockdown period you can use this module to learn the subject. Thank you.